Welcome, Cancer Rising, to your astrology for December with your Cosmic Girl. Trust you're doing well. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so if you like the video. And give me a thumbs up by pressing on that like button and share the video. If with other people around you that may be interested in astrology. Cancer Rising, we have 3 lunations closing out 2024. We have 2 new moons and a full moon, and we're going to be unpacking the planetary transits for the month of December and what that means for you. Let's get into it. Straight out of the gate, there's a new moon on the 1st of December, and that's a new moon happening in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fiery, optimistic, mutable yang zodiac sign. It's a go-getter. It shoots for the stars, and it doesn't really have a filter regarding big, lofty ideas and ambitions. That's Sagittarius. And there's a new moon happening in that zodiac sign, but this is happening in a part of your chart connected to health, work, and services, and potentially illness. So you may be starting a routine on the day-to-day, connecting with new people, places, and faces connected to services, colleagues that you work with or work, that give you a sense of optimism and an injection of energy. So something's coming back online for you, Cancer Rising, on the 1st of December. You're all in, and that's really good because it's going to improve your day-to-day operations. So a new beginning happening for you. Could have a lot to do with education, either teaching, learning, traveling as well, or finding a guru, finding someone that can take your hand and show you the way on how to improve your day-to-day operations. So maybe getting a new boss in your workplace, for example. That's looking really good for you the 1st of December for engaging in life and being a little bit more optimistic on the day-to-day. On the 6th of December, we see Mars in Leo stationed to go into a retrograde, and this is happening in your second house of finances. So how can you improve your sense of self, your well-being connected to your financial space? Mars retrograding is like a change for Mars. So if you've been having conflict or feeling like you're burning through your purse strings or money, Mars retrograde will have you being a little bit more vigilant, disciplined, and maybe building a new strategy to build wealth for yourself, to improve your sense of abundance and opulence. So that's a really good thing for you, with Mars going retrograde in Leo in your second house of money on the 6th of December. On the 7th of December, only the next day after Mars goes into a retrograde in your second house to improve yourself regarding your finances, there's another big day following suit in regards to improving yourself, including your finances. The Sun in Sagittarius is opposing Jupiter on this day. So this is your work house, health and services house, opposing the house of the unseen, isolation and solitude. So this is like getting yourself out of a funk. Don't drop the ball. Don't be lazy on the 7th of December, because something's engaging you. So you have to keep up an energetic momentum on this day, and it could be a little bit difficult. And then we have Venus going into Aquarius, and that's good because that's other people's resources and finances, that 8th house. So with Venus stepping into Aquarius on the 7th of December, as well as that opposition, and then Neptune going direct in Pisces in your 9th house, this day looks good for you, Cancer Rising, to engage. Don't drop the ball. Don't succumb to anything lazy or think you can't do what you want to do regarding education, travel, your spiritual practices, hooking up with a really good teacher, and utilizing other people's resources around you to get to where you want to go. So research may be the key, information, communication or correspondence may be the key on the 7th of December to keep you engaged in expanding your physical, spiritual, and cerebral self. So that's quite healthy. On the 12th of December, we've got Venus and Mars in an opposition, the cosmic lovers. Who doesn't know this story? Well, you may not. I can't assume you're a massive astrology fan. But Mars and Venus are the opposites. It's the yang and the yin energy, and it's always that tension. And we have tension on this day on the 12th of December. And this is happening in your Axis house of money. other people's resources and finance, and then your physical money, things that support you, your day-to-day income, your checking account, your banking account that you always utilize. So Venus in Aquarius, you might have someone around you that's connected to you financially, a little bit opposed, if you will, to Mars retrograding, doing things the old way with working with money. So you may need to say a hard no on this day for someone asking for your financial assistance, or you may just have to swallow your pride and deal with your financial reality on this day. And that could be a little bit on the 12th of December. On the 15th of December, we have Mercury stationing direct in Sagittarius, and we also have a full moon in Gemini. So the 15th of December looks good for uh, just expressing what it is that you want from the heart regarding things that you've been dealing with intimately, whether it's been solitude, isolation, and you've been feeling a little bit disconnected or distant. Could have a lot to do with work, health, and services on this day. So this looks as if you could be expressing yourself from the heart about how you feel in regards to being overwhelmed or too scattered. So things might be getting a little bit too much with education, information, all the things that you do on the day to day could be grating on you. So you may need a self-care day on the 15th of December, Cancer rising. On the 19th of December, we see Venus in Aquarius trining retrograde Jupiter in Gemini. So I've got two zodiac air signs, Aquarius and Gemini, and Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics of the zodiac, lining up in harmony on this day, the 19th. This could be good for someone getting you out of a bind or assisting you financially with information that doesn't make you feel so scattered or overwhelmed or feel like you're doing all the heavy lifting on your own. You've got support connected to finances or other people's resources are really supporting you at this time. So that's quite healthy. On the 19th, we like that. On the 21st of December, we see the Sun leave Sagittarius and ingress into Capricorn. And closing out the month, that Sun in your seventh house of relationships, partnerships, and contracts. So people might be offering you contracts or relationships or partnerships with the Sun in Capricorn in your seventh house. Looks good because Capricorn's a very practical, solid zodiac sign. It's all in or nothing with Capricorn. It likes to go the absolute distance, and it's got the grit and determination and discipline to make something happen. So when the Sun's here connecting with relationships, partnerships, and contracts, if you get any opportunities for new connections, the Sun is certainly encouraging you to at least consider this offer of unity, and it's going to be something solid for yourself. Or you may very well be aware at the same time, the polar opposite is just how tied up you are with other people's stuff, be it relationships or contracts, and you might be going, oh, how do I get myself out of a bind? So whatever side of the fence you're on with connecting and unifying with relationships, the partnerships, the contracts, or you want to dissipate and let them go, the Sun's shining here for 4 weeks looks good for you to see the forest for the trees. So what the Sun does, it lights things up. So you do you with the Sun in Capricorn, your seventh house. On the 26th of December, Mercury and Jupiter are going into an opposition, and this is your houses of health, work, and services, and things that are connected to the unseen, like just alone time, wanting to do your own thing. So this is do I, don't I day. Do you want to engage or do you not? So you could be feeling energetically pulled in two different directions. I want to do me, but I'm sort of called to be on for other people at this time. I might be needed. So it's that dichotomy of do I, don't I? Do I have a self-care day, or do I engage with going to the gym, going for a walk, maybe picking up an extra shift with work on the 26th of December? So this sort of tricky situation, do I, don't I, on the 26th of December for you, Cancer rising. But it's connected to health, work, and services and what you want to do on your own. Then on the 30th of December, we're having that second new moon, and that's in Capricorn, your seventh house of relationships, contracts, and partnerships. So you're ready, potentially on this day, to Sun on the dotted line, shake hands, put a ring on it regarding a long-term commitment. So you're unifying with something on this day, but it feels intuitively on time for you. And I don't think you'll be dilly-dallying around at all with making a firm decision moving forward, connecting with unifying with others. Okay, so Pluto's in Aquarius. This is a 20-year transit. Pluto's in your 8th house of other people's resources and finances, Cancer rising. So you could be really seeing things for how they are in regards to how mentally stressful it is regarding how other people's resources really pull on your brain. So you may need to do some clever navigating and researching and trying to break free from really anchoring financial connections and give yourself more sovereignty and autonomy connected to your financial world. And also potentially could be connecting with other people's resources, be it through debt, death, inheritance, tax. So you could be getting a lot of financial support through those subjects as well, with Pluto and Aquarius in your 8th house. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus. Uranus, the planet of unpredictability. The thing you can predict about Uranus is that it's unpredictable. So keeping that concept in mind when we're talking about Uranus retrograding in Taurus, your 11th house of networking, friendships, your dreams and goals for your future, your social connections. It's a very fun house, the 11th house, but it's unpredictable. This is not your first rodeo. Uranus has been in the zodiac sign of Taurus since 2018. So lots of transformation and shifts, lots of stop starts. Yes, we were going good with this friendship. Then all of a sudden, no, they've pissed off to Siberia. They've left you in the dark. Those sorts of things could be happening, but definitely allies connected to your career and your professional image as well might have had some very on, off, hot, cold moments, some abrupt changes with them. And just keep rolling with the punches is the advice for everyone with Uranus in any particular house in their natal chart, because things are unpredictable. They're here to sweep the carpet out from under your feet, to take you in a different trajectory. And we have to, at least with the understanding of astrology, is accept the wisdom of the planets and what they're trying to do. They're trying to change and make us experience life, even at times if we feel like we're swallowing very tough pills. So unpredictability keeps on rolling out, connected to friends, your goals, your allies, your social connections and networking. Saturn's in Pisces in your 9th house, really giving you plenty of time to understand what it is that you need to do to educate yourself to improve your career or just expand your cerebral, physical, and emotional, spiritual body. Whether it's through travel, hanging out with different people from different cultures, learning about different cultures, languages. Definitely a lot to do with spiritual practices. You know, who am I? Who is God? What am I about? Saturn here could have you really navel gazing about such subjects when Saturn's in your 9th house of spiritual, mental, and physical expansion. And Saturn here is about determination. It's about creating boundaries. So not investing so much in a spiritual practice, having a healthy balance is good with Saturn here for you. So sometimes we may lean heavily towards our spiritual practices and bypass the reality. So Saturn could be really showing you where you might need balance in that area of your life. Also bringing in potentially a teacher, someone that can really take your hand and steer you in a direction that's uplifting you and connecting you with esotericism or different spiritual paths to help you learn how to incorporate daily routines of spiritual practice that give you a sense of balance instead of anxiety. So you could be learning a lot through teachers or education with Saturn here. Anything to do with international and foreign connections as well, Cancer rising. You may be, always wanting to go to Brazil, but now Saturn has you feeling a little bit more centered and going, maybe it's not Brazil, maybe it's the Himalayas, or maybe it's my own environment. Maybe I need to get to know my own space. Saturn here can have you just really identifying boundaries, what's good for you, what's not, connected to education, international and foreign connections and affairs, and your spiritual path. Thanks for tuning in, Cancer Rising. And if you have been a supporter of the channel and you're new here as well, I'd like to say a thank you for being part of my little community. My little bubble channel is growing, and it's all thanks to astrology enthusiasts such as yourself. If you're interested in your astrology ahead, I've got a one-time offer on my channel. You may want to check out that video. And I'm looking forward to 2025 with the planetary transits, changing zodiac signs. So all of us are going to be tying up some very long stories, which is great because the slow planetary transits are coming into the end of their stories, and that's going to be influencing us in a big way. And I'm looking forward to that because we're all about the change and understanding cycles with astrology and the wisdom of the planets. 2025, I'll be loading plenty of astrology videos. So if you are not subscribed, hit that bell notification so you can keep updated with the latest postings that I'm putting up on my YouTube channel for 2025. Okay, guys, stay cosmic, and I'll connect with you next time.